Hello everyone, and thank you guys for watching. Classic Bike Rider here, bringing you a new video. It's been quite a while since my last video. It's been a rough fall, spring leading to summer. It's been cold. It was cold, it was rainy, it was a bad spring, and I was getting home late on Friday nights, and I just wanted to look at this shit. I just wanted to relax at home. So I'm on my way. I've been neglecting the bike. I got no excuse. I've just been neglecting it because I've been getting home late, and then Saturday I only get off Saturday and Sunday morning, and my wife wants to go out and do things, so I've been neglecting the bike. We did went out last Saturday before 4th of July. I had to work on Monday, so the 4th of July was shot. Couldn't do much. Just stay home, relax in the pool. So basically today is really the 4th of July weekend, because it was an odd 4th of July. It was on a Tuesday, and a lot of people work on Monday. I mean, if I wanted to get paid for a Tuesday, I had to work Monday. It was a mess. So I've been neglecting the bike, and I have no excuse, but I had to get it inspected. The inspection ran off in May. That's when I got her. Got her in May last year. And I had to reschedule the first service, and the recall for the rear brake light switch thing that I had the recall on. So I gotta do that probably next week. My car, the Tesla, I have a recall on the tail light, the real light wiring thing, and I had to schedule in the service so they can replace that. It's for free at Tesla, and closest Tesla is in Smithtown. Other than that, I love the car. I mean, I'm charging it at home. For a while I didn't have a charger because they didn't include one with the car. Tesla used to include it, and after 2019, 2020, they stopped including the chargers in the car. And the person who sold the car to Nissan didn't include the charger, so I ended up having to buy one. And I'm charging it at home at 110. It takes 24 hours to charge. but I'm gonna do the effort to install the what they call the NEMA 1450 outlet, because I have the 1450 adapter for the charger, so it can charge at 40 amps, which I mean in 5 to 6 hours it goes from 0 to full. Because what I was doing before I got the charger, I used to go to a Tesla, and they charge 40 cents a kilowatts, and charging it at home is only 24 cents a kilowatt. So it's better for me to charge at home than a Tesla supercharger. The Tesla supercharger are only good if you're going for a trip. Like when we went to the couple of weeks ago, I'm getting dental done work, and I'm going in Colombia because over here they wanted to charge me $40,000 to get my teeth fixed. In Colombia it's only $6,000, and I already started. I went in 3 weeks ago. We went out to Colombia, and they told me that I was lucky that I have gone when I did, otherwise I would have lost all my teeth. I had a bone, what the fuck did they call me? Basically it's an infection in the gums. They attaches to the bone, and it was eating all my my real tooth roots. So they said that it came because of my diabetes, and I had my diabetes was on control for a while. Now it's under control. It's been on control. I had it under control for like 4 or 5 months now. I'm in a losing weight plan. I went to the doctor in January. I weighed 285, and that's because, you know, driving those trucks, you get to truck stops 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. All you do is shower, eat, and go to sleep. You got no exercise. And when I get home Saturday and Sunday, all I want to do is relax and rest, because I got to do it over again come on Monday. But I am the control. The doctor prescribed me the miracle injection, the Ozempic that everybody's talking about to lose weight, and I'm down to 260 from 282 that I was in 2 months. And what thing about Ozempic is that it makes you feel full, so you eat less. You still can eat, but you eat less. And yeah, I've been eating less. I had lost, my belly was big. I look like Peter from the Family Guy. Now my stomach is a lot smaller. And I hope I lost more weight. So what I started talking about that is because when we went to my wife and I went together to Colombia, because she needed to do some stuff over there, and the dentist is someone who worked on her brother's teeth. So she did great work. She scraped my bone and tell me that I had to go before they can finish doing any work to my my teeth and put the implants and whatnot. They had to scrape the bone again. I spent there it was a week. Oh man, my mouth was so sore because they had to do scraping the bone for the infection every day. Well, every other day, and they had to scrape the bone. And now she told me that before they finish doing anything, well, the first time I had to go 2 weeks, and before they finalize, before they do when they're gonna do the implants, I gotta be there for a month so they can monitor it. So I had to go back, planning to go at the end of August for 2 weeks so they can finish scraping my bone. Ooh, just hurts just to think about it. And she told me that my two front teeth, they were good, but the infection ate away the root, so they had to do something in there, some kind of implant, and they put like kind of like bracers, got like a little piece of wire holding the bone up so they can adhere back to the bone, because it was so loose that they were gonna come out on their own because of the infection that I had. And that's my fault, because I kept going to the dentist, and they say, oh, they had to pull out those teeth. But I didn't want them to pull their tooth out because they were not bad. They didn't find any cavities on my tooth, on my teeth. They didn't find any cavities. It just, that infection, it came in my gum, and I suffered from gingivitis for a while, and I liked to use Listerine. And I remember one time, the doctor gave me a mouthwash that it was for killing the infection, and I used it like 3 times, and I was supposed to do it at night, and I was doing it in the morning, because this dentist, she gave me the same thing, and she said, just do it after you eat breakfast. Just brush your teeth, rinse your mouth with this for like a minute, twice a day, at night and in the morning, because what that thing does is to kill the infection, but it also kills your taste buds. So I will eat something and it will just taste like I'm eating paper, like my taste buds are gone. So this one that I'm doing it, supposed to do it in the morning and at night, but in the morning I can't do it because I'm at work. So I'm doing it at night. She said, once you're done with that bottle, don't do it anymore. And she hoped to see me in September. I said, beginning of September or finish August. I'm gonna try to go the end of August so my wife can go with me. because come September the kids are going back to school, and she had to take care of Bella, and she's starting her school, so she had to bring her to school and pick her up. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here and get gas. I haven't gotten gas since December, and I went to East Hampton last week with my wife, and I said, oh, we gotta get gas, but she was so tired she wanted to get home, so I figured, okay, I'll get gas tomorrow. And tomorrow turns out that today I'm getting gas, and I'm heading out to Medford. There's this place called Two for the Wheel Cycle. I hope that he's there. He does inspection on this thing right away, and he's a good guy. I've been going there, well, not much lately, ever since the inception of the internet. But when I first got my first motorcycle in 1993, I used to get all my parts from there, and it was so much, we used to go there so much that my ex-wife and his wife became friends. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here and get gas at the Bolero. I'm gonna head out to 27, go to Medford, get the baby inspected. Oh, brother. Harley Dick. Yeah, those idiots that doesn't wave back, they're just dicks. I'm not a Harley Dick. I wave to everything, including the scooters. Here I am. I'll be back. So you can tell that gas that it was in the tank, it was already starting to go stale. I put the stable on it, but it was in December, and it's now July. That got to show you that I haven't used the bike in a long time. Oh, did Napa moved out of there? I think Napa used to be in that shop, and I can see there's a Napa guy, a Napa truck ahead of me. I wonder if they moved someplace else. Gabreski Airport, Gabreski Air Force Base. That's cool. They were proud. Over here, they used to have a sign up front that says space shuttle rescue team. Amazon. They're the Amazons. So I started saying, and I started talking someplace else, someone else. Bolero. I put 93 octane on here because supposed to put like the high octane that they can sell. And Sunoco in New Jersey, at least in New Jersey, I don't know out here yet, but in New Jersey they now have 94 octane. That's like really high quality gas. But out here you can only get like 92, 93 the most in some places. And there's like a couple of places out. There's one in Watermill that sells ethanol free gas. Which I don't understand why they don't do that. Ethanol free. The ethanol kills anything. Even if you have the 93 is 10% ethanol, you fill the tank on that and leave it for like a year, you're gonna come and you're gonna find half of the tank is full of water. Because ethanol attaches to gas or absorb gas. They used to have the dry gas back in the day. I remember back in the day that I used to get dry gas in every tank full. In the winter, and it's because condensation turns to water in the tank. So they started doing it automatically. They started adding ethanol to the gas, which is alcohol, to the gas to alleviate the condensation in the tanks. Anyway, I got you guys back up in a little bit. All right, so I'm down the road from 2 for the wheel. I mean, 2 for the road? Is 2 for the road? Oh, excuse me. I stopped here at this 7-Eleven to get cash out to pay for the inspection. Ooh, I see a slingshot up ahead. Oh man, this feels so good. We had a rough spring and now summer hit in full swing. It's been humid out the past week, which I'm not complaining. I'd rather the heat than the cold. I don't think I can turn them right over here. Yeah, that was red. Didn't you know that it was red? Fucking idiot. Oh, nice. The Edge at Lulu's. So all the manufacturers now got electric cars, except for Dodge. They just started to put electric motors in their car, making it hybrid. Like for example, the Jeep is called Jeep 4xe. And most of the big trucks are B4xe, and I think they started building the first electric pickup truck. They just now started. I guess they're getting in the bandwagon of the electric pickup trucks because the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Silverado. Too bad the Chevy killed the Bolt. That was about the most affordable electric vehicle. Now the cheapest one is Tesla. Although they went back up in price. 2 months ago they were like 36,000 for a brand new. Now it's back to 40. I guess demand. Well, you can't fit there? Holy shit. Well, it's hot. I feel it hot in my leggies. I feel the heat radiating from this fucking engine. Anyway, I'll catch you guys back up in a little bit. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain on me, so I gotta get back home really quick. This guy is great. He remembered me. He remembered my first bike. In 1993, I got my first bike, a 1980 Honda CM400T, and it wasn't the CM400T came out in two versions. Came with the automatic and the regular, and I had gotten the regular. And I think I told this story before many times, that I wasn't even looking to buy a motorcycle. I mean, I didn't know how to ride a motorcycle. I just knew that I loved motorcycles since I was a little kid. And it was a weekend. Oh, it was a weekday. I don't remember now, but I know that I was driving around the neighborhood where I used to live in Flanders, and all of a sudden I saw a motorcycle parked in front of the guy's yard that looked like it's been there for a while and hasn't been moved. I mean, it had the leaves covering the wheels, so I said, God, it looked like that bike, it hasn't been moved, so I'm gonna ask. And there was nobody home at that time, so I left a message, a written message in the door, in the mailbox. And back in those days, we used to have this thing called the white pages. The yellow pages was for commercial, but the white pages was for the regular people. So if you wanted your number to be listed, when you get a phone number, you fill up the form, or you put the check mark where it says you can list my number, and it used to come up in the in the white pages. So I'm a detective. I started looking I looked at the address, and next to the address was the phone number, so I called it. The guy answered and said, listen, my name is so-and-so, and you have that bike in the front of the yard, are you selling it? And he said, well, I might sell it. It was a friend of mine gave it to me, and I never did anything with it. So I said, well, listen, how much you want for it? $500. And I said, I'll give you $300 and the stereo equipment for it. Said, okay. And I went there with my wife and got some starter fluid, put some starter fluid in it, started it up, put a little bit of I don't even put any gas in it. I think it had gas. I just put starter fluid in the thing and put jumper cables to it and started right up. And it was like, hey, listen, I've never driven a motorcycle. Can you drive it to my house? And we were like, sure. And we used to rent an apartment, and the apartment came with a garage, so I pay extra for the garage option, so I can keep the bike in the garage. And put it in the garage, and I went to DMV, got me the booklet for the learner's permit. I read the learner's permit. Believe it or not, the learner's permit, the booklet showed me a lot about what I had to do when riding the motorcycle, because I never had, I didn't have any clue. So while the bike was in the garage, turns out that the guy, he had signed up the title, but he never registered it, so the title was no good. So we had to get in touch with the original guy who had moved to Connecticut, so he can get a duplicate title and mail it to me. So I mail him back in the day there wasn't much about scammers, because that guy could have just taken my money and not done anything. So I sent him a money order for the amount of the duplicate title. I sent him a self-stamp envelope, so when he get the title, he just put it in that envelope and sent it back to me. And it took me almost a month, 2 months to get it, but he got it and I got it. So in the meantime, it was the winter, so I started taking cleaning the bike up, like I was just talking to the guy. I had bought the throttle, clutch cables, throttle cable. That one had dead throttle and kickback cables, so it had two cables, one to pull the truck and one to kick back. So it had two pulls. So those two cables. What else did I got for it? Oil filter, the oil. I used to come here all the time to get stuff for it. And I put it all together, and it was the winter, but I just didn't care. I started riding it around the neighborhood, practicing. First I started riding it like in the center stand, I started practicing how to do the shifting. Okay, so down is first, and then 2 is up, and the rest of them are up. And I was comfortable enough to start riding around the neighborhood. And it was March, and we had a blizzard in March. I remember when that movie Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger came out. It was filmed in New York City, and when they were filming, it started to blizzard, it started to snow. So it was, yeah, my birthday, and we had a blizzard. But before it started to snowing, I decided that I wanted to go out and ride the bike, and I went around the neighborhood to come back home, and my hands were so cold that I started to get frostbite on my fingertips. And my hands were so cold, they were black. And I turned the stove on and put my hands over the stove kind of to heat them up right away. So I was getting frostbite on my fingers. But it was all worth it, because I rode the bike and I learned how to ride. And not might have been the right way, but I learned how to ride. So by the time the title came for the bike and whatnot, it was now June, mid-June 1993, and register it, and the next morning ride it to work. I used to, back in the day, I used to work at what is it called, Sandpaper Tennis. It was a tennis court place. I used to clean and refurbish tennis courts. It was a good job for what it was. And yeah, my first bike, a CM 400T, and a friend of mine had gave me a helmet. It was an open face helmet, and I drove my wife was in his friend's house in West Hampton, and I went there, and when I was driving to her, it started to drizzle, and those rain droplets in my face felt like needles. And I said, I'm getting me a full face helmet for sure. So I came into 2 for the road cycles, cool 2 for the road cycles, and I put a helmet on layaway. It was like only like $200, but back in '93, $200 was a lot. $200, especially when you have a wife that comes to your job every payday to collect the paycheck. So yeah, she used to come into my only loved to drive me to work on paydays. We go to the bank together, and I'll cash the money, the check, hand that over. It was for the bills, never could I do anything that I wanted with my money. Everything had to be pre-selected, so I had to put the thing on layaway. Took me 3 weeks to get it, paying 15, like 3 or 4 weeks. I was paying 50 every week. And good, because he took the guy, you know, that when I was about to pay for it, he'll order it, because he only had the floor model there. So he ordered it. It was a bike fee. I don't even know if that company exists anymore. Bike fee helmets. Okay, yeah, it was bi-fee helmet, full face helmet, and I loved it. That was my first bike. Then my second bike that I got, it was a Suzuki. I can't remember now, but I know if I look at it, I look at the pictures, I'll remember it, because he was, the guy used to work at Blockbuster in Riverhead, and he used to put it up front with the for sale sign on it. And I asked him, I think he wanted $800 for it. So I bought it, sold the other one to I think it was my former sister-in-law husband. We was her husband at that time. He bought the Honda. And yeah, it was a Suzuki. I can't remember now the model. I have to look at it. After that, what did I get? Was it I think I got a Virago, Yamaha Virago. I think it was 85. Virago 750. And I had that for a while, and I didn't like it. It was a B-twin. I didn't like the vibration, because you used to go high, like in high speed, 5, like I think it was 6 speeds. It'll vibrate the thing a lot. It was a B-twin. I didn't like that, so I traded it in for a 19. This was 95. I traded it in for 1994 Kawasaki EX500 Ninja. I love that bike. Well, I loved any bike that I had. I loved it. And I had that for, I think I paid for it. It was only like $5,000. And I paid it off. And I sold it to get a Honda Helix. There was a shop. I used to work back in the day. I used to work in an auto parts store in Southampton, and there was a shop in the corner, and they had a Helix in there. I don't know where they got it from. Still recording? Am I still recording? I don't think I'm recording. Hold on. I was recording, just that the front screen went off. Anyway, that shop, they had a 1987 Honda Helix, and I loved the bike. It was automatic, but the Helix are automatic scooter, 250, and he wanted to give us 1,500 for it, or 2,000 for it. So I sold the Ninja. I put it on for sale